Whoppers, nope. Dots, hop ass. Tootsie Rolls, I'm a grown ass man. Ooh, a Kit Kat. What is going on, geeky gun guys and gals? Halloween's coming up. And with that, I'd like to say a very happy birthday to my wife, whose birthday was just yesterday. And if you're new here and you like all things geeky and or gun and or guy, go ahead and consider clicking that subscribe button. But since the pandemic started, every week I've been getting a few DMs, text messages from family, friends, and even some strangers about what to do before purchasing their first firearm. And that's pretty dope. People taking their Second Amendment right and safety very seriously now. So today I wanted to talk about 5 tips on what to do before purchasing your first firearm. And I am in no way an expert on this kind of stuff. I'm just sharing you the information that I shared with my friends and family. So keep that in mind. Tip number 1. Memorize the 4 rules of firearm safety. If you don't know what they are, I've actually made a video on it before. Go ahead and check that out. But before stepping into a gun store, handling a firearm, even being around firearms, you need to memorize the 4 firearm safety rules. Because if you go into the gun store waving around the gun all willy-nilly, people will yell at you. And it's not to embarrass you or anything, but it's to be safe. Numero dos. Watch all my videos. Just kidding. You need to identify what you need the gun for, or its primary purpose. Is it for hunting? Is it for home defense? Is it for concealed carry? A lot of things come into play, and you need to identify that. And whatever the case may be, you also have to ask yourself, will I be willing to pull the trigger? Whether it's to take the life of an animal during hunting, or someone potentially harming your family during a break-in. Because if the answer is no, you might end up doing more harm than good. Number 3, how much are you willing to spend? Doesn't mean you have to go buy like a $2,000 handgun or anything. But if you're purchasing a firearm for home defense, cheaper isn't better, and neither is more expensive. So I guess just identify how much you're willing to spend or what's in your budget. And then I'm sure the guy at the gun store will be more than happy to help you out. Or look for some stuff on your own. Which brings me to number 4. Do your research. Research everything about guns that you're possibly or potentially going to purchase. Look up reviews, read articles, anything and everything to know about the firearm that you're trying to get or potentially get. Research what people have to say about the grip or the fitment in the hand. Maybe it's too big for you, maybe it's too small. Ask your friends if they're shooters, see if they'll let you shoot their gun or take you shooting one day. Ask them what they think about firearms or this gun or that gun. Research calibers, but with everything all said and done, don't be afraid to form your own opinion. And number 5. Don't be afraid to ask. Ask your friends. Ask the guys at the gun store. And if it's a reputable gun store or a gun store that you trust, they won't steer your purchasing towards like a more expensive gun. They'll cater more towards like what they think you'd need for your budget. Ask. Don't be afraid to ask any questions. There's no such thing as a stupid question. I mean, I've had people on Instagram DM me asking what I thought about their purchases or asking me what I would go with or whatnot. And I thought it was actually pretty cool because I didn't know the guy. The guy doesn't really know me. But I was more than willing to help because more times than not, people in the gun community are always willing to help. So ask. Don't be afraid to ask. So those are my 5 tips on what to do before buying your first gun. For the would you rather. So with Halloween and Thanksgiving coming up, would you rather have no candy on Halloween or no turkey on Thanksgiving. There is a right answer. But thanks for kicking it with me. And if you haven't already, go ahead and gingerly tap that like and subscribe button and join the family. But most importantly, don't forget, don't be a dick, be a blessing.